It's time for Weekly Weird News, and we're happy to announce that this episode is sponsored by Stitch Fix. And we'll tell you all about that a little later on. But first, the news.
Yeah, so scientists are commonly viewed as pretty humorless people, just sitting around in their lab coats shouting, "Oh, well, actually," at everything that's fun in the world.
Yeah.
But turns out, well, actually, that's not really a fair characterization of these people. Case in point, the Ig Nobel Prize. Everyone knows about the normal Nobel Prize. It's a bunch of cash prizes given out annually for achievements in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, economics, and peace. It's of course named for the source of all that money, Alfred Nobel, a scientist and businessman who was mistakenly reported dead in a newspaper and was shocked to see that the title of his obituary was "The Merchant of Death is Dead," because he had made all of his money off the invention of dynamite and being an arms dealer. So he changed his will so that when he did actually die, most of his blood money would go towards the Nobel Prize. And now you know.
Noble. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the Nobel Prize. We're talking about the Ig, or IG Nobel Prize, which I assumed just stood for Instagram and was a prize given out yearly to the best models.
I give that prize every day just by going like this.
I'll buy that whey protein. I don't give a shit. No, this Ig Nobel Prize, it's totally different. So back in the early 90s, the Ig Nobel Prize was started as a parody of the Nobel Prize with awards meant to honor achievements that first make people laugh and then make people think. So basically, science awards for the kind of shit that ends up in this show. Ig Nobel is a pun on the word ignoble, which means characterized by baseness, lowness, and meanness. Basically a pun that only total dorks would find funny.
Yeah, but total dorks need to laugh too. The Ig Nobel Prize's founder is a guy named Mark Abrams, who is the editor and co-founder of Annals of Improbable Research, which is basically Mad Magazine for scientists. Before doing that, he worked at the Journal of Irreproducible Results, and those two magazines have apparently had a serious beef with each other going back 25 years.
I'm sure it's very serious.
A lot of well-actuallys.
Yeah.
So they also both have utterly hideous websites because STEM lords don't care about graphic design.
No, they just want to get the information out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, this year's Ig Nobel Prizes were awarded recently, so let's take a look at the winners. Actually, no, let's first take a look at the ceremony itself. You got all these STEM nerds filling up this fancy lecture hall at Harvard University, and everyone's throwing paper airplanes on the stage, and there's two dudes covered in metallic paint up there holding flashlights. That's the first paper airplane deluge of the ceremony. Apparently this is all over my head. I'm not going to be awarded this prize anytime soon.
You need to have a pretty high IQ to understand the Ig Nobel Prize.
Did they give an honorary award to Rick Sanchez at this ceremony?
No, they unfortunately didn't.
Well, because, bringing science to the masses is something that's very Nobel. Anyways, the whole vibe of this show is pretty much like what you've seen. It's a party. It's basically the Razzies for science, except the people receiving awards are good at what they do.
Yeah, so aside from the 10 awards being given out, the ceremony features other segments between those awards, like most award shows do. Except here, that means a 4-act opera titled The Broken Heart Opera, performed by the Cardiac Chorus and the Heartthrob Orchestra. This is an opera about how the human heart functions, and everyone performing in it is either a cardiologist or biomedical researcher. Another recurring segment is the 24/7 lecture, in which various scientists come on stage and try to explain their research in 24 seconds or less, and then explain the same research in just 7 words for us normies.
I love this because it's like a TLDR for all of the stuff that they're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Also, there's a tribute to a recently deceased former recipient. In this case, it's for Troy Hurtubise, a Canadian conservationist who, as a young man, survived a close encounter with a grizzly bear and decided he wanted to be able to study grizzlies more without fear of being mauled to death. He's like a scientific grizzly man. Instead of just acting on emotion and instinct.
This is probably dangerous.
Yeah. So he started designing and testing a suit of armor that would make it impossible for the bear to kill him. Also much different than Grizzly Man. He ended up never actually encountering a bear while wearing the suit, but did manage to build suits that would allow him to survive shit like getting hit by a car, falling down a steep hill, getting beaten by pipes, and being hit by a falling tree, which was all documented in the documentary Project Grizzly. Again, different than Grizzly Man. 2 different movies.
Much happier.
Don't get them confused.
No.
Does the suit make him look like, what's his name? The perfect man from Australia that can survive a car crash?
Kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's all I can think in my head.
He just looks like this. He looks,
silly. They should push him over Niagara Falls since he's up there in Canada anyway.
Well, he's dead now.
Oh.
They can't.
Well, It's a nice funeral.
Do it
Send
with
him
his
over
body,
the falls.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, he later went bankrupt, developing an even stronger suit of armor that he was hoping to sell to the US and Canadian military for use in Iraq and Afghanistan that he claimed could survive high-caliber bullets and IED explosions. Well, rest in peace. He's never going to make his Iron Man suit.
Yeah, I mean, a real free thinker, this guy.
Yeah, I maintain, push him over the falls.
Yeah, I mean, he would have wanted it, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, as for the actual awards recipients, let's just run down those. In the category of medicine, the award went to the authors of Validation of a Functional Pylocollial Renal Model for the Evaluation of Renal Calculi Passage While Riding a Roller Coaster, which found that riding roller coasters is actually pretty effective at helping people pass kidney stones.
Hey, that's something.
Also, we're not going to read any more of these actual study names because we'll never finish at that rate.
Yeah, we'll just make ourselves look dumber than we hope that we aren't. Or are. This whole article is making me feel dumb. Every time you say any of those words, it sounds like that video where the guy's going over the machine that doesn't exist.
Quantum pentabulum.
Oh yeah, of course. So instead of having the orchestra play people off when their acceptance speech goes on for too long, the Ig Nobel Prize ceremony just sends out a little girl who shouts, "Please stop, I'm bored." And she does that over and over again until the person leaves the stage. Anyway, the anthropology...
My wife shops there.
Anthropology Prize went to a group of researchers who found that chimpanzees in zoos imitate humans about as often and about as accurately as humans imitate chimpanzees, which I think no one's learning anything when you're just mocking. It's like a baby, treating it like a baby. You're not going to help it learn and grow. It's just going to be going goo goo gaga.
It's true.
For as long as so yeah.
Have you tried having a conversation with
Have a conversation with the chimp, and then it'll start talking back.
Yeah, it'll start doing the well actually.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a lot smarter than that, and if you would just talk to me like a fucking human.
Actually, chimpanzees have a pretty high IQ.
I follow a chimp on Instagram, the real IG, and it is adorable.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it's a baby, but it could rip your arms off.
Oh yeah, they're terrifying animals.
The Biology Prize went to the authors of a study that found that wine experts, aka sommeliers, can reliably identify the presence of a single fly in a glass of wine using just their sense of smell.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
We found it out.
Hey, is there a fly in this? Yes.
Yes, you shouldn't drink it. In the category of chemistry, the award went to the authors of a study that looked into exactly how useful human spit is as a cleaning agent for dirty surfaces. Turns out, yeah, pretty effective for certain surfaces.
It's got to be a little bit cleaner than if it was like a shit-covered table before the spit cleaning.
Well, they said like they tried it out against water. I don't know. They said it's really good for statues and paintings for some reason, but not good for your kitchen counter.
Well, I look forward to all of the people who are redoing statues and paintings in Spain to start using spit and doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they were missing.
Clean up that statue with a little bit of spit. But don't use elbow grease. You'll never get it out.
So the Medical Education Prize, it went to a Japanese scientist who wrote about what he learned from giving himself colonoscopies while sitting down. So in other words, he stuck a big camera snake up his ass a bunch of times, and he dug around in there deep looking for cancer, and he wrote about...
That's all he was doing.
Yeah, he's just like, turns out you can do this at home. Trust me. I was sticking a camera up my ass for months.
Yeah, the first title of the paper was The Male Mythical G-Spot.
Oh, I found it.
He found it.
HD.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Anyways, you guys want to
This
practice?
guy flew all the way for this. This is a very prestigious ceremony. He flew all the way there from Japan.
Yeah.
And he did a demonstration on stage.
Did he walk out and he had a cable coming out of his ass?
No, but he brought his little machine.
His little machine?
Yeah.
I actually increased the size because I found it to be ineffective at smaller sizes.
I needed a wider gauge.
Yeah. I actually took these plastic balls and put cameras in each one of them. And then I jammed all of those balls into my anus and slowly pulled them out one by one.
Wow.
Yeah, I call them research beads.
Research beads.
The research beads.
They're not anal beads, Mom.
Because
they're research beads.
You know, I was looking into this and I was like, but what happens when the camera leaves? So I decided to trick my asshole into giving me accurate results by stuffing at least 10 cameras up there.
The camera's gone. Back to, oh, geez.
Honey, have you seen my research beads?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't get any pleasure out of it. It's all for science.
No, it's all for science.
So let's actually read the title of the article that won the Literature Prize. Life is too short to RTFM. How users relate to documentation and excess features in consumer products. RTFM, of course, means read the fucking manual, and the study found that most people don't actually do that.
I'm shocked.
Wow. I can't even read those IKEA books. With the dumb guy on it. Yeah.
They make him look real dumb.
Yeah, they're like, you.
Even an idiot can build this
They
thing.
challenge you to be able to build something. Like, if you can't get this couch together, you're a fucking moron.
He's looking at his hammer like he's never seen
And
a
you
hammer
know
before.
that they drew him like as an American.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's big, dumb. And then it's like, if you have any problems, please pick up the phone and call.
Yeah. Oh, yes, hello, sir.
Hello. Oh, you had a stupid American problem building the couch? Okay. In the prize for nutrition, the award went to the research that actually got the most headlines out of this whole thing. A study that found that the caloric intake from a human cannibalism diet is significantly lower than the caloric intake from most other traditional meat diets. So, if you're considering cannibalism, maybe consider that it's not at all that nourishing.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to lose weight, eat your friends.
Lean.
Yeah.
Lean meat.
Yeah.
Long pig.
Don't eat the guy that resembles the one from the IKEA calendar, though. Too much fat on there.
No, yeah, very fat.
Go find like a runner.
Yeah.
But they're hard to catch.
It's like 2% fat.
Yeah.
Delicious.
And if you're interested, the most recent, or one of the most recent last podcasts on the left is the Donner Party. And it is gruesome.
Yeah. No, it's, cannibalism is one of the few things that makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
To even think about
They go into very shocking detail.
Yeah. So the Ig Nobel Peace Prize, because they got one of those, that went to the researchers behind a study about road rage. Specifically, how much and how often people engage in shouting and cursing while driving, and also what compels them to do so. In the not safe for work category of reproductive medicine.
That guy from Japan with his cool cameras.
No, you don't reproduce with the butt.
He's trying to figure it out, though.
As much as the
Babies are stored in the butt cheeks.
So for this one, the prize went to a study that found a very easy and affordable way to test male reproductive impotence. You just put a ring of postage stamps around a guy's flaccid dick, and when he goes to bed. And if he's in normal health, he'll have multiple involuntary erections while sleeping, which will break the ring of stamps. If the stamps are unbroken, you got a problem. So this one was supplemented with a slideshow of various phallic-looking stamp designs, because we're scientists, but we like to have fun, guys.
Yeah.
And finally, in the category of economics, the prize went to the authors of a study that looked into how effective the use of voodoo dolls is for employees who hate their bosses.
I gotta imagine it's the same for the road rage thing. Like, it's one thing to like pull out a gun and shoot someone because of road rage. But I think it's a perfectly fine thing to yell and scream all you want inside your car.
Yeah.
It's very therapeutic.
It is.
It's like when you go on top of a mountain and scream. It's supposed to be really, really good for you. And I think this is kind of the same thing. It's just like, if you're minding your own business, scream and get angry all you want, and it's probably gonna help you calm down.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Poking a doll, you're not poking anyone.
It's like how people scream at us in the comments.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
therapeutic.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Good. Get it out. Let it out.
Yeah, as long as you're not carrying it over into the real world, it's fine.
Put all your rage right down there.
Yeah.
Just let it out. We can take it.
Yeah.
You're not hurting anyone.
Tell me I sound like a fucking idiot because I've been sick for 2 days. Why does his voice sound so stupid?
Just let it all out.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, it was actually a lot more entertaining and funny than most award shows hosted by actual comedians. Although that's, a pretty low bar.
Yeah, at the very least, they had to have beat the, what was the recent one? That's how poor it was received.
The Emmys?
No, not the Grammys.
The Emmys was pretty recent, but no one watched it.
No, it was the one with the TV shows.
Emmys?
That's the Emmys?
Yes.
Hey, good for them.
We do. He's sick.
I am fucking out of it. I've been on multiple Dayquil type drugs for 2 days.
You know
straight.
what the Emmys are. Okay. Also, they kept this whole thing at a tight 90 minutes, which, again, an achievement in awards show management.
Yeah.
So it seems we may have misjudged the scientific community. I mean, you are all dorks, but some of you are funny dorks.
Yeah.
Also, while the silliness of all this research is what stands out, each award recipient did do a pretty good job briefly explaining why their research is more useful and relevant than it might seem at first glance. Or at least they did that until the little girl ran out and yelled at them about how she was bored and they needed to get the fuck out of there.
Boo! Also, this side of science, of course, has a limitless well of material to draw from. For example, 2 things involving animals happened this past week that we would very much like explained to us. Over in New Jersey, on the Ocean City Boardwalk, a raccoon decided for some reason to start scaling the side of a tall building, and now with nothing to grab onto aside from the rough texture of the building's outer wall, it couldn't have made it too far, right? Also, this just happened in Minneapolis.
I know.
What's up with these raccoons?
Why are they climbing? Why you always climbing?
Maybe it's like a sign of the end times.
Could be.
Even the raccoons
They're
are
seeking higher ground.
Yeah.
A flood's a coming.
This raccoon, though, didn't make it all the way to the top of the building, but did make it 9 stories up, attracting a huge crowd of onlookers. Then he either fell or it looks like he really jumped.
Yeah. Check this out.
You guys was so fucking crazy. And it looked like it would be certain death, but no. Luckily, he made it far enough where he passed like the concrete and landed in the sand.
Yeah.
He landed in the sand, which was totally planned by him the entire time.
Yeah.
He's trying to get some attention.
He's the evil Knievel of raccoons.
So it was still very, very far.
Yeah, that's a long fall. Like,
And to be fair, like we do need this explained to us.
what are the physics of this?
But he was probably in shock and could have died 15 feet away from the camera.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it's like when you get hit by like a bomb or something, like you might not be bleeding, but all of your organs are just like
Yeah, you're
jello.
just walking around, just the jello inside you, just sloshing around.
Well,
and then you collapse.
I choose to believe that this raccoon is doing fine.
Climbing
I'm thinking
buildings.
about what his next stunt's gonna be.
Yeah,
Now put me in a barrel and throw me over the Niagara Falls.
yeah. Let me jump the fountains in Vegas.
Over in New Zealand this week, some guy was out in the ocean kayaking with some friends, some mates, and then a seal jumped up out of the water out of nowhere with a big octopus on his mouth, and he slapped the kayaker in the face with it. Why? Why did he do that? He didn't even keep his freshly caught octopus. It just ended up stuck to the kayak. So why? Well, okay, one pretty convincing theory is that the octopus actually attacked the seal, and this was the seal's way of getting the octopus the fuck off of his face. But that just raises more questions. Do octopuses and seals get in fights regularly? Who usually wins? I need answers, scientists, so there you go.
I think he probably just saw something above it and was like, oh, something hard that I can beat this thing on to make it let go of me.
Yeah.
That had to be it.
But if the octopus picked a fight, like why would the octopus pick a fight with a seal?
Octopuses, they're very, very violent. Very violent creatures. They'll eat anything.
But they're smart.
They're like
too.
bullfrogs.
Do bullfrogs eat anything?
They'll eat anything. See that video on Reddit where the bullfrog took like a human-sized shit?
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It was gigantic. It looked like it should have killed the thing, but it also looked very, like, when it fully came out, I was like, even I, sitting in my chair at home, went, ah, that must have felt great. It looked like Stan Marsh taking that giant shit. I'll send it.
Oh yeah, please. I'd love to see.
But in the meantime,
Love to
we got a
see
sponsor this week before we get into headlines. And before we move into that part of the show, which is also full of scientific questions that we need answers to, let's talk about Stitch Fix. Elliot, here you go.
Yeah, are you looking to really start dressing? It's getting cold out. I'm looking to start dressing. If you're like that, but you don't know where to start for finding the right clothes, well, Stitch Fix, they're basically an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, your budget, and your lifestyle.
Look, I got a box in the mail. I got a nice new sweater for the fall. I got some shoes from Tom's. It's basically like all fall stuff, which is nice because I am terrible at shopping for myself.
Yeah,
usually my fiance has to do all of it.
The whole seasonal thing always sneaks up on me.
This one I like. It's got seahorses all over it.
Yeah.
Good summer shirt. Summer's over though. And some slacks, some colorful slacks that I would never buy for myself.
Ooh.
So the box comes filled with this stuff. Whatever you don't like I don't really like the shoes that much, gonna put it in the bag, send it right back.
Send it back. No.
already addressed to them. So it's cool. Like I said, whenever I go shopping for myself, I just buy a bunch of like blank t-shirts and jeans. So it's nice to have options.
Yeah, with the dressier stuff, you know, it's I got like 500 t-shirts, but if I need to go to a nice baby shower or something, which is becoming increasingly more frequent, I need
weddings,
more options
baby showers.
Yeah. But anyway, head over to stitchfix.com/weird. And they will take you on a simple and easy process where you give them your sizes, you pick out what styles you like, and you decide how much you're willing to spend on each item. You are then paired with your very own personal stylist who will handpick items to send right to your door. When it shows up, you try it all on, you decide which items you want to keep, and then you send back the ones that you don't. And you only get charged for what you keep. And also, the shipping the exchanges and the returns are always free.
Yeah, they give you a bag with the return address on it. You can just go drop it in the mailbox or whatever.
Yeah.
So now, while this can be a subscription service where you get shipped new items as often as you choose, there's no subscription required. You can sign up to just receive scheduled shipments or just log in and get your fix whenever you want. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied towards anything you keep from your shipment. So get started now at stitchfix.com/weird, and you're gonna get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/weird to get started today. stitchfix.com/weird. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Now let's get into headlines.
Officials stop Maine restaurant from sedating lobsters with marijuana. Well, that was quick.
Good. And it was all because of this show
Yeah.
and my opinions on it.
Well, there were a lot of articles where I think Vice did one where they asked a bunch of like actual like scientists like what they thought about this, and they were all just basically like, I mean, I can't really say either way without evidence, but I mean, I wouldn't just assume that lobsters can even get high at all. They were like, we don't even officially know if lobsters can feel pain to begin with.
Yeah.
Like we can speculate on it, but we don't actually know that. We don't know if they have cannabinoid receptors. We don't know any of this shit. So I mean, like, it might work, it might not.
They're just sea spiders.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems like a waste of
Like
weed.
I said last week, I think getting them high before killing them is maybe more inhumane, because if they weren't all there before, something's clicking up there, and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Wait,
Where am I?
Hold on, I'm a lobster? Oh, that means I'm gonna die. So I don't know. I think it can only be bad.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they put a stop to it.
But
and also, it's a waste of marijuana.
But if some scientist decides to actually look into this now and do a formal study using the scientific method, we can have an answer.
And maybe it'll be a part of the next year's IG or Ig Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Get on it, scientists.
Come on, science.
Houston mayor pushes back against proposed robot brothel.
It finally made it to America.
No, this is like Westworld, right?
It's just those. First of all, calling them robots, they're not fucking robots.
They're the real dolls, right?
Yeah, they're just those really realistic dolls. Some of them I think like have like a few phrases they say, but they're not fucking you. They're just laying there.
It's like the sexual Hall of Presidents.
Pretty much. Yeah. So, but there's one coming to Houston apparently, and the mayor and everyone on the city council or whatever, they're trying to find any law in the books that would not allow this. But they're struggling, and they might just pass a law.
Guys, we're working very hard on finding a law to stop this. Meanwhile, they're just like, they can't fucking wait to go to those goddamn robots.
As the mayor, I feel it's my duty to personally inspect the robot brothel to make sure this filth
I must
doesn't
try
get out
every
of the
single
streets.
one before I'll let the community go at it.
I fucked them all. It was awful.
It's the same.
No
The
one
mayor
should
also
try it.
goes around and steals every kid's bag of Halloween candy to try it first. Give me that Charleston chew. You might choke to death on that thing.
Oh, well, I can't give it back now.
Yes.
Yep, that's definitely Charleston chew.
Well, I'll be seeing you. And then he disappears. So go fuck a robot.
After close examination, the robot's vaginas are very much like a real woman's.
Yes, I certainly
With your eyes
came inside
closed,
them.
with your eyes closed, you cannot tell them apart.
Now I'm still trying to find a law, but so far, nothing. So enjoy it while you can.
But you know what always clears my mind? A good ejaculation into a feminine orifice. A wet, warm hole.
As you can see here on my calendar from 1982, I couldn't have done anything wrong because I was having sex with a robot.
Yeah, if only. Aggressive goats addicted to human urine airlifted out of Olympic National Park, Washington.
Okay, how do they get addicted to it, and why are they addicted to it?
Goats, they like salt.
I mean, they'll eat anything.
Well, they like salt. Like if you run a goat farm, apparently you want them to come up to you, you just
Get a salt
sprinkle
lick.
some salt in your hand. They love a good salt lick. And apparently human urine full of enough.
Very salty.
Very salty, but like a specific flavor, notes of salt. That they fucking love.
Yeah, they're urine connoisseurs.
So in this national park, they're also attracted to the human sweat, which is also really salty.
Oh yeah.
So they
love humans.
They're like fucking harassing people.
We're like salt factories walking around.
The goats are just like getting real aggressive with people. Like, hey, you smell real good there, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, you got any more of that piss?
Stop licking me.
Hey, right here. Come on. I know you got something.
Give me a little piss, I'll go away.
Come on. Right there in the mouth. Right there in the mouth.
Give me some of that piss.
Come on, just in my face.
And then it leaves.
Yeah.
Or like, I would imagine it's like you go to the gas station, you just put your dick in the goat's mouth and take a piss.
Why does it have to go in the mouth?
Because it's that the goat doesn't want to waste one drop, Elliot. Could you imagine if there was a trickle on the ground and be down there biting into the earth trying to get that piss off the ground? You got to put it all the way into the goat's mouth.
I mean, this stuff's like crack to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever encounter an aggressive goat, just piss on him.
Yeah, he'll go away. Or no, what you do is
Throw your piss in the
you piss in the opposite direction that you're running.
Yeah.
Throw them off the trail.
There's like all these hilarious videos of these goats literally getting like airlifted.
Yeah, they put like blindfolds on them so they're not terrified.
Just getting lifted out of the fuck.
Hopefully to, I don't know, a water reclaimment plant.
No, they're getting dropped off somewhere. They're gonna be like,
where the fuck is that piss?
Where's that good piss at?
Well, what are they gonna do? Anywhere they go, people are gonna show up.
I mean, no. There's parts of this national park where like people camp, and then there's parts where the occasional unfortunate hiker is gonna show up and they're like,
well, nature finds a way.
There's one of those good tasty piss people.
You don't think these things could smell piss and just follow it like Pepe Le Pew? You're just like camping and you fucking hear it. You hear like a bunch of them surrounding your campsite. Give us your piss.
Hey, we can do this the easy way or do it the hard way.
Give me your piss.
Drop them jeans.
It's like that toilet from Look Who's Talking. I want your pee-pee. Give me your pee-pee and your poo-poo.
Why haven't they remade that yet?
I don't know.
Talking Babies is like the lowest form of comedy. I feel like they would have jumped on that a long time ago.
Yeah. Who knows?
Now they know.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun one. Bill Cosby falls down prison steps after getting hit by a hot dog bun.
He's so old and frail that a hot dog bun took him out already.
It really takes a lot for me to hear about a old blind man getting hit by food thrown by an inmate and tripping and falling down a flight of stairs. But Bill Cosby has Bill Cosby has achieved the level where I don't feel bad for him at all, and I hope even worse things continue to happen.
His first meal was served to him by the prison chef, and it was pudding.
Yeah. Is this what you usually eat? No, we made it just for you, Mr. Cosby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pull your pants up.
Yeah, I mean, look, it would be great if this country's prisons weren't dangerous. If we had some, a little bit of prison reform. But also, I don't feel bad for anything bad happening to Bill Cosby at all at this point. So, sorry you got hit in the face with a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
You fucking rapist.
Sorry, Bill, I guess. Do you think he runs around doing that? Hey. Because he did that at the trial.
Yeah, let's show the clip.
There you go.
There you go.
So, obviously
right.
still well aware of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Moving on, though, gay penguins kidnap chick from straight parents at Denmark Zoo.
This is the slippery slope thing, you know?
I know.
You start letting penguins get gay married, and then they're stealing the good Christian straight penguins.
Yeah, you could tell it was Christian too because it wore a cross around its neck.
Yeah, and it was dressed up nice for Sunday and every day.
And it said, absolutely not, none of that sinning over here. And they were like, come on, it's a fun lifestyle.
Yeah, hey kid.
And the straight parents were like, no way, my daughter, I guess, is gonna turn into a lesbian penguin.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You keep the hell away from my
You know what?
my penguin kids.
Maybe everyone was right, except it's animals first. The slippery slope gets started, goats are drinking piss, penguins are gay.
Well, I mean,
What's gonna happen
Penguins don't need much of a slippery slope to do that,
Yeah.
that penguin dive. Doesn't have to be that slippery. I'll dive on it.
They're into all kinds of weird, creative gay sex.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, look, sounds like the gay penguins stole the baby, but no, the straight parents actually, they left the baby behind while they went and go frolic in the water looking for fish.
They went to church.
Yeah, they left the baby behind, and the gays were like, where are your parents, little boy?
Don't mind if I do.
Why don't you come live with us?
And they took care of it and raised it as their own.
And then they got him back, but now the kid's always like, Mom, why aren't you as good of a cook as my old parents?
Yeah.
What did you say?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Well, I'm sure it'll all work itself out.
Yeah. North Carolina woman arrested after sheltering 27 dogs and cats abandoned during Florence. Great job, law enforcement.
Why?
Because she was giving them medicine, like literally just like over-the-counter medicine without a veterinary license.
Yeah, I mean, that's wrong.
But also, like, it was that or like let these
like
animals
just drown
die
or get diseases from the water.
Like she got they dropped all the charges after like a couple days because people on Twitter were like,
what the
are you
fuck are you
fucking
doing?
kidding me? There was like the official Blue Lives Matter Twitter account tweeted this out and everyone's just like, sounds like you're proud of this. Like,
yeah, this is not something to be proud of. This woman did the best she could with what she had.
Yeah, like she broke the law technically, but like I mean, I'd call it a cool crime.
Yeah, it's a nice crime.
You're saving a bunch of animals' lives during a natural disaster.
Yeah.
And it's not like they were
Full
just
support.
It's not like they were like, here, just drink all this Pepto-Bismol. I'm sure it'll help. Like this woman like runs. She works with animals her whole life. Like she understands a little bit about.
She was pissing in all their mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these animals look thirsty. Oh, I know just the thing. How do you like?
I'll give it to. I'll put this water through the natural filtration system. My body. Filtered through a human. Delicious.
Those dogs were never happier.
No. She's probably just giving them all Benadryl. Take a nap. Take a fucking nap.
Yeah. Oh God, the yapping. Why did I save 27 dogs and cats?
Yeah.
They're shitting everywhere.
It's like me yesterday. You can't sneeze when you're sleeping.
It's true.
Take the NyQuil.
It's true.
Colorado Buffalo's mascot shoots himself in the groin after pointing cannon the wrong way. This is a t-shirt cannon, I assume.
Yeah. It sounds to me like sabotage.
It sounds like he's trying to get some media play after this whole Gritty thing.
Well, this actually happened, I think, before the Gritty reveal. But I think someone sabotaged his cannon, and I think it was probably Gritty.
Probably.
He's going after all the other mascots.
Yeah. He's
like the new mascot in Mascot prison.
Yeah, he's gonna beat all their asses.
Yeah, you gotta come in on the first day and beat the shit out of another mascot.
Yeah. And he did. Well, he threatened the Penguin from Pittsburgh
That's what you
Penguins.
gotta do.
Who is gay, by the way.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Just don't steal my kids.
Yeah.
Don't steal my mascot penguin child.
Yeah.
He's not yours.
Well, it's good to see that the mascot wars are still going
Good.
strong.
I'm more interested in sports now, a week after all this mascot news, than I've been in years.
It's fantastic. And I did pose the question online because when I was editing the episode from the other day, which you can watch, you'll see that's on the channel if you haven't seen it. But I was like, what do furries think about mascots? And a mascot responded on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he said, we're very honored by it seems like they love us. Mm-hmm. We're very honored by that. Just don't make it weird, which does happen in a lot of cases.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I can't believe I hadn't thought of that before, that like furries probably are totally into mascots.
Yeah.
They're like heroes to them, probably.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meghan Markle closing her own car door excites social media users.
She's just like us.
She shuts her door one hand at a time. Like, she seems perfectly lovely, and the two princes, they seem like good dudes.
Yeah.
But like, who the fuck gives a shit about these royals? I don't get it. Who boots up old Internet Explorer is like, oh, let's see what the royals did today. Why do you care?
I log on to my AOL.com and I check on the royals every day.
I don't get it. People are like, oh, she broke 100 years of social norms for the royal family.
Oh, come on.
She shut a fucking door. The fact that they weren't
the paparazzi
shutting
over there are fucking insane.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
worse than America.
They're all lunatics.
So anything they can get on camera is fine.
Yeah, just
Fair
God.
game.
I don't think anyone's left to get married there for a generation. And thank God. I had enough of that shit. Mm-hmm. Stop.
Murdered man's body found after tree, unusual for the area, grew from seed in his stomach. They already have those services where they like mix up your ashes with like a tree base, so you can get planted as a tree.
No, that's not.
I think this is it sucks. It sucks that the guy got murdered, but
yeah, it was during the Cyprus Civil War.
If you're gonna have to die, then you might as well be a tree.
Yeah, he was killed by dynamite, which is pretty badass.
That's fucking Mr. Nobel's fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
More blood on your hands, Mr. Nobel.
Yeah. You fucking killed this
man.
Gonna
need another prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his friend, they were running away from the rebel, the Cyprus Civil War in 1970-ish. They ran into a cave to hide from the Greek military. Mm-hmm. And the Greeks just threw fucking dynamite in the cave.
As you do.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna go in that cave then?
Bloop.
Yeah. And
just like Fortnite. Same thing.
Just like it.
War
is just like Fortnite.
It's like Fortnite, except without all the cool costumes. Actually, no, there are some cool costumes.
Most people who serve in Iraq, they'll never tell you this, but after they take out a terrorist stronghold,
they'll
start
dance.
Going.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
I start dabbing.
Yeah.
They do all that shit.
Yeah,
But it's top secret military,
no one's talking
inside
about it.
info. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for telling you.
Yeah. Sorry, military.
Sorry.
We leaked the secrets.
Yeah. Woman on vacation in Spain went to the hospital feeling ill. Doctors found a dead tortoise in her vagina.
How did that tortoise get there?
Said she was just out partying on vacation in fucking Ibiza or one of those places. And
Fell asleep on the beach?
she lost track of like a few hours at one point in the week where she can't really account for what happened. And
Fugue state.
it was during that brownout blackout time that this tortoise or turtle, is disputed, ended up dead in her vagina.
I just sat down on the beach and I was like, huh. You know, when I passed out, I thought I was sitting on like a rock to, you know, not
Where'd
get
that
sand all over my
that rock go?
underwear. And then when I woke up, next thing you know, rock wasn't there.
And I had great dreams.
You know, what'd be the worst though is if you fell asleep on the beach and a hermit crab was looking for a new shell, and then you woke up and you're slowly getting dragged back towards the ocean.
Really bit off more than I could chew this time.
Oh, gee!
Got myself a big shell.
Oh, well,
Jesus.
moving on.
The teen who Ashton Kutcher hit with a car is fine and says it turned out to be a really cool experience.
Probably fucking horrifying for Ashton Kutcher. He's like, wait,
Oh, fuck.
can we take a photo or something? Like,
That's pretty much what happened.
yeah. He's like,
Oh, God.
you cool? Yeah.
The kid's like, oh, it's so awesome, it's Ashton Kutcher. This kid's like 12. How does he even know who Ashton Kutcher is?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
man-
you're the genius tech innovator, Ashton Kutcher.
You did that really cool tech day where you talked about we are the creators. That's still my favorite. It's hard to find. What do you type in when you want to find that video?
It's like Idea Jam.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher Idea Jam.
Yeah.
It's
Digital content units.
no one talks about this video, but it is one of my favorite videos ever.
Yeah.
Of just Ashton Kutcher really, really trying to be Steve Jobs.
Yeah. It's fantastic. You'll see it.
Smash and grab thieves hit pot shop, but only got away with oregano.
Well, at least they didn't get beat with a man holding a bong.
True.
Yeah.
They did. This went very unwell. They drove a van into the front of the shop, grabbed all the display cases in the front window, which were full of oregano, because the pot shop anticipated someone doing something like this.
Yeah.
They ran off with that, got into a getaway car, but their van is still
Just lodged in the front.
Lodged in the front.
Yeah. Easy to track.
So they lost a van.
Got some
and
oregano.
Gained oregano. And
Well, they're gonna make a lovely marinara sauce. It's gonna be delicious.
you can do a lot with that oregano.
Just keep it away from the lobsters. We don't know how lobsters
don't-
react to
yeah.
oregano.
Yeah.
So
I like to sprinkle some oregano in the lobster cage before we kill it.
just tease them. I like teasing
it.
them before we kill them. Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News. Go to stitchfix.com/weird. Get 25% off your box. Support the people who support this show. Also, check out a brand new episode of It Came from Public Domain, where we had Eric from Internet Comment Etiquette on, and we watched, speaking of marijuana,
Yeah.
the original anti-marijuana film, Reefer Madness.
Yeah, and apparently we were all looking away from the screen at you adjusting your microphone during the hit and run scene. And everyone in the comments is very annoyed by that.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a part where we were like, wait, so when did this hit and run happen? Did it happen off screen? And everyone's like, no, it fucking happened, you guys. Just none of you were looking at the TV.
That's my fault. Sorry. Also,
Whoops.
watch an episode of some gaming news about Bowsette. Wrong game. But there is some Fortnite titties in it.
Mm.
There you go.